guys, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new. If you like my videos, please press the like button and do please subscribe. Alexa, what's the time, please?
It's 4:42 p.m.
Right guys, I actually managed to get Max out for a walk this afternoon. I stayed indoors yesterday afternoon to give both me and Max a rest. It was extremely hot yesterday. So I don't see the point of walking a poor little dog off of its feet just because the sake that I need to go out and maybe get exercise and have a walk myself. So we had a rest yesterday. So what's happened this afternoon? I've been by myself on my own most of the day, and what happens is with me, I don't know if it happens with other people as well, but when you're stuck indoors all day over like a 3 or 4 day period and you don't really go out anywhere, you start to get agitated, stressed, fed up, and it's hard to keep your emotions under control. Well, it is for me. I just get fed up. And this excessive heat which has gone on for over a week, it can make you annoyed and upset and like lose your temper over the slightest thing. And I try not to do that, but it is extremely difficult. So I had a call from my mum this afternoon, right? I have told her not to ring, not to be nasty, but I mean, there just seems to be trouble after she rings. When she doesn't ring, I don't get any sort of trouble at all. It's just quiet. So, around 2 o'clock-ish, which is the normal time I, Crystal, go out to walk Max, I wasn't feeling in the best of moods. I haven't really spoken to anybody for 3 days, except for the post lady that very kindly put my parcel under the doormat. If I hadn't have spoken to the post lady, I probably wouldn't have spoken to anybody at all over a period of 3 days. I love my mum. Everybody should love their mum, but I don't... My mum's my mum, and yes, sometimes I will phone her up to have a natter, but not every single day. And every time something irritates me and agitates me, I want to deal with it by myself. I don't want to keep ringing my mum up, oh, this has upset me, that's upset me. I'm old enough to deal with it myself, right? So, I go out of the building where I live with my grey cap on. I'm a woman. And all I can hear is, me. And it's blatant, it's aimed at me, and I get annoyed. It upsets me. So I murmur something under my breath. I walk across the road, and as I'm walking onto the field, I see Kim from the local co-op dressed in a black dress. She's dressed in a black dress, sat outside the Costa Coffee with a phone in her hands, and I've been talking to someone on Flirt Finder, and they asked me what I wanted, and I was truthful. What's the point of lying? Right, I was truthful. I want someone that's clean, presentable, and that is nice, you know. I just said I'd like someone with a nice smile, and the person snapped. They snapped because I'd said that I wanted a person with a nice smile, and this person snapped. They went, oh, you're rude. No wonder you're by yourself. And I thought, well, that's a fake profile in the first place of a man that's nearly 80. And when people say to me, good morning gorgeous, good morning sexy, and all that, I don't take offence by that. I take it, I listen to it. So if I don't like it, I just block it. If someone's being vulgar and rude with a load of dirty language, then I'll just block them. all I said was I wanted someone with a nice smile, and they seem to have snapped and told me, oh, you're rude, no wonder you're on your own. And it doesn't matter to me. Being on my own doesn't matter to me. I'm not actively looking. I'm not desperate for someone. If someone comes along, that's fine, right? But I'm not taking, the first thing that comes along. You have to, when you're dating, you have to date a few people till you find the right one. You don't just take the first thing that comes along. I mean, it's like buses, right? You don't always take the first bus. There might be 3 of the same bus that arrive at the same time. You don't always get the first one, do you? Right? That's not being nasty. Charlie is not for me. I don't want Charlie. And if someone keeps forcing themselves on you, then you have to do something about it. It's not rude saying, I'm sorry, I like you as a friend, I don't want anything more, can you leave me alone please? Is it? There's nothing wrong with that. When someone forces themselves on you, won't leave you alone, then it becomes a problem, and then you have to get some outside help to deal with it. You have a right to say no. You have a right to say no. So I walked onto the field. I didn't go up to Kim. I didn't speak to her. I didn't go up to her. I just walked straight onto the field. It was extremely busy. It was busy. There was people everywhere, and I wasn't in a very good mood. I'd come out of the flats and I'd immediately been upset. So I just carried on walking, walked max as best as I could in the heat. We have now got rain outside, but it's still hot inside the flat, and maybe we'll get thunderstorms later on which breaks up the weather. But we haven't had rain for over a week, and we need rain, and we need cool fresh air, don't we? So I'm glad it's raining. So I got back into my flat after someone said, no wonder you're on your own, which doesn't bother me at all, by the way. I like being by myself. There's no problem with that. I got back inside my flat. I managed to calm my mood down and not get irritated and upset and take it out on other people, as you do when you're in a mood. That happens to everybody as well. I got into my flat and I made myself a cup of coffee. As you can see, I'm wearing black shorts and a black t-shirt. I have done all day, and I'm wearing them now to keep me cool. I've got 3 fans on because I'm still hot in here, and I've managed to make some cakes. I messed the chocolate icing up, so I used some chocolate sauce. So I've made myself some Peppa Pig fairy cakes. Here they are, 11 of them. They're supposed to be 10, but I made an extra one. Peppa Pig, Muddy Puddle, fairy cakes. Peppa Pig ones that I got from Tesco a couple of weeks ago. I haven't been out to the co-op. I haven't been out visiting anybody. I haven't been to Costa Coffee for a coffee. I've been most of the time indoors, on and off, answering messages from Flirt Finder, and I feel that someone's stalking me. Every time I want to go out, I'll get a message off of Flirt Finder. And I'm in my flat now, which I'm going to watch the telly and get on with what I'm going to get on with. The person has failed to make me so cross. I'm in a terrible mood. they won't stop. They just want to annoy me on a day-to-day basis, and I've just got to get on with it. I don't go to the shop every day. I don't buy things every day. It's not that often now because I've got bills to pay. I've put £25 on my electric meter, which meant going into that electricity cupboard this morning, which is all hot and sticky in there, and manually input the number to put £25 on my electricity smart meter, because I've got a smart meter for the electric. The gas is just an ordinary pay-as-you-go meter. So I was sensible. I didn't keep money and waste it. I used it for my electric, my gas, and my phone top up. If I hadn't have put money on my gas and my phone top up, I probably would have been in Costa Coffee getting a frappe and going in the co-op. But I used my money wisely. And I mean, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, whether my mum wants me to come up tomorrow or Monday to Durrell Gardens to see my mother. I don't know. I just wait and I'll fit in with anybody. I'm not going to be, I'm not standing there and letting people blatantly take the piss out of me. That's not fair. That ain't fair, and it's not nice. That's not nice, is it? Turn the camera around. As you can see,